Hi everyone, welcome back to another pick a card reading. This time we're asking the question, how do they really feel about me right now? And so we've got three piles. We've got lavender, lemongrass, and amber sandalwood. So 1, 2, and 3. See you in the reading, guys. Hi, pile 1. If you chose the lavender, this will be your reading. Let's jump in and take a look. As always, I am going to be confirming with the Stokes Tarot. So let's jump in and see what the Oracle cards have to say first. Within the next few weeks, unlikely. Time out. It's time to stop and take care of yourself first. You are flying high at the moment, which may threaten others, but don't descend because others will soon become inspired by your example, Aurora. Geomancy, patience. Shanghai, fragmented. A new romantic cycle begins. New moon in Libra. Be bold and make the first move, Cardinal Moon. Universal Christ. Gaia. And Ascension. Let's pop these over a little bit so we've got some room to clarify. Okay, so there's a lot going on between the two of you at the moment, I think. So how they really feel about you is that you're a kind and loving, caring person who really deserves to be loved. I feel like they feel as if they have to be patient because you might be going through a bit of a healing process right now. And I feel like they are willing to be patient for you. I think at the moment they're feeling as if both of you have been going through a bit of a fragmentation in your own personal experiences. So for them, I feel like there has been a bit of a darkness around them for a little while over the last few weeks where they have had to recognize where it is that they need healing and have tried to reconcile within themselves everything that's happened in the past for them in a romantic context. So I will say that this is a romantic connection. I do feel like there is, because you do have a new romantic cycle begins, new moon in Libra, and be bold and make the first move. I think that this is just letting you know that I think that they're under the impression that you need time, that maybe you're not ready for them to tell you how they feel yet. But I feel like they definitely do have those romantic feelings for you, and they will be telling you within the next few weeks exactly what they've been going through and why they've been having to be so patient. And that's what's going to be leading you to this really joyful feeling of feeling like you're fulfilled emotionally from this person. I definitely think that they are being patient so that you can have a timeout. I don't think it's because they need a timeout. I think it's because they're under the impression that you need a timeout for some reason. So I definitely feel like there is an energy of grounding that needs to happen. I definitely think that because you have got the Universal Christ, Gaia, and Ascension, the universal crisis is about the connection between all of us, that spark of the divine that's within each and every one of us. And the fact that you've got it next to the ascension card lets me know that because this is a romantic context, it is very much likely that you guys are divine counterparts, because the ascension of the Christ of one within happens through the grounding of the spirit into the body. And that's what this relationship, I feel like, is going to be bringing you. I think it's a healing relationship that's coming in for you. And I think that they feel as if they just want to give you a big hug. As you can see, this angel up here is just giving herself a big hug. And I feel like that's how they feel about you. They really just want you to know, I really, really appreciate you for the person that you are. I think it's unlikely to go the way that you're thinking it's going to go at the moment. I think that there is another outcome that can possibly originate from this relationship. I think at the moment you might be under the idea that they've friend zoned you, or that it's specifically for someone out there. It's a work relationship, and that's all it's ever going to be. But I'm telling you, it's unlikely to go like that. I think that there is a potential here, and that they're just waiting for their window of opportunity to move forward and actually let you know how they feel. So let's jump in and get some clarifiers with the tarot. Queen of Wands, moving forward passionately. I think they could even be waiting for you to make the first move, to let them know that you're ready, to let them know that it's time that they can actually tell you how they really feel about you. Getting the practical affairs in order, Knave of Pentacles. So I really feel like this person is waiting for the practical things to play out before they can actually move forward and let you know how they feel. There could be some external circumstances that they're waiting for. Things like if you are working together and it just needs to be at a time when the practical, like where it can't muck up any of the work projects. If you're not working together, then I would say they're just waiting until they get their practical affairs in order, and they've got enough time that they can dedicate to a new relationship without having to worry about the practical things getting in the way. Yeah, work. I'm definitely getting a very strong work vibe. You guys could be working together. If not, then I would say that work is probably one of those things that is the practical affairs that I was just talking about, trying to get those practical affairs in order so that they can move forward with you really confidently and comfortably. I do feel like it is one of those situations where if this is a work connection that has these feelings for you, it's unlikely to be at work that they're going to tell you that. So I think that they're looking for an opening to step outside the boundaries of work with you. And I think that you need to be the one to make the first move, because this could either be your superior or it could be someone that is influential in your field in some way. Whoever it is, I feel like they are waiting for you to give them the go ahead so that they can step outside of the bounds of the work or step outside of the bounds of what it is that they've been doing in order to move this forward with you. Because they're feeling more whole as a person as a result of knowing you. I feel like it's like they feel as if you're some sort of angel and they just want to give you a hug. That's the feeling I'm getting. It's like, oh my gosh, you're an earth angel. You just make me feel grounded. You make me feel comfortable. You make me feel whole. You make me feel happy. I'm getting a really warm sensation from this reading, guys. So they really do have a lot of warm, caring, loving, kind emotions towards you at the moment. And I would say that the only block that I can see in this situation at the moment, as I said, is the practical affairs. You are going to have to be a little bit patient for them to come forward. It is unlikely to go in the way that you're thinking it's going to go, but it will happen within the next few weeks. So you don't have to be that patient. It's not like you have to wait years and years. We're only talking weeks here, not months. So that says to me within the next 3 weeks. There is a period in which they are going through a defrag from their past relationship. So I would say that there could be some sort of leftover elements of practical affairs from their past relationship that they're still trying to deal with. So that could be they're going through a divorce and they need to finalize settlement before they can let you know how they feel about you, because they want to know where they're at financially. Or it could be maybe there's a custody battle going on and they're waiting for the practical paperwork to go through so that they can openly engage in a new relationship. But whatever it is that's going on in the background, it could even be work. Like maybe they're waiting for a work contract to play out so that they can tell you how they feel without impacting on the future work together. Whichever of these scenarios it is for you, I definitely feel like it's one of those times where patience pays. They definitely do feel really intensely romantic towards you. That's why a new romantic cycle is beginning between the two of you. It's unlikely to go the way that you think it's going to go. And that means be open to surprises, be open to something better. We can only imagine the floor. The universe can create the ceiling. So they know so much more than we do. And I think it's one of those times where the universe is just reminding you that you're already there. You've already got it. They already feel this way about you, and you are going to ground it into physical reality within the next few weeks in a way that makes you feel really, really good and that inspires other people to engage in new relationships. I do think that there is some practical things that are creating the need for this patience, and the defrag that they're going through is as a direct result of these practical physical things. So overall, I really am feeling like this person does deeply have an attraction for you. They have a lot of warm, loving, caring, kind feelings towards you. They just want to protect you. They just want to hold you. They just want to go into a cycle with you that is romantic. They are a big romantic at heart. Whether or not they show that on the outside or not, I'm not sure. Probably not. But I feel like this is definitely a romantic entanglement that is going somewhere over the next few weeks. So hope that helps you guys. Please do let me know in the comments how spot on I was. I do appreciate any feedback. And if I was completely wrong, also please tell me. I need to know. I hope you guys have an amazing day. Good luck with it all. And I will see you guys in the next one. Hi, pal 2. Welcome to the reading. If you chose lemongrass, then this will be your reading. Let's jump in and see, how does the person on your mind feel about you right now? There's something better. Recovery. Schooling, study, and education help your life's purpose and personal growth at this time. The angels will guide you and help you with this process. Maya. Bethany. When you take excellent care of yourself, everybody benefits. Give yourself a relaxing treat today, such as a massage, sea salt bath, or pedicure. Shooting star confirmation. Spells, alchemy. Conclusions are within reach. Full moon eclipse. The answers you need are coming. Full moon in Gemini. The Lovers. The Resurrection. And the Messenger. Okay. How they feel about you is very complicated. That's what I will say. I think that there is a lot going on between the two of you, and I'm feeling like there's a lot of history here. So I don't think that this is someone who you have just met. I feel like you've had a relationship with them before, or you have had a fair amount of interaction with them previous to now. And I think that it's one of those on again, off again situations, because from what I can see, there's an on again, off again energy here where the lovers are saying, we do love each other, but we need to go through a resurrection. And because of that, we need to go through a conclusion first. And the fact that you've got there's something better in recovery here, I think it's letting you know that they're questioning whether or not, like, how they feel about you is what they're questioning, whether or not there is someone else out there for them, or is this it? Is this as good as it gets? Like, this relationship is very complicated. I'm feeling overwhelmed. I'm feeling like I need to recover a little bit myself first before I can move forward with this. The problem is I love you so much that I just can't walk away. So it's one of those feelings of confusion. I feel like they're feeling confused about you right now. On the one hand, they really love you and they can't walk away from you because they know that there's a deeper connection than what is normal here. But at the same time, they're feeling hurt. They're feeling broken a little bit. Not by you. I don't think you specifically are causing this. I think, you know, we all have scars. We all have wounds, and we all have a dark side. We all have shadows. We all have things that we're working on. There's no such thing as a perfect relationship, and there's no such thing as a perfect person. So there's absolutely no judgment when we're talking about these kinds of things, because, like, everybody, including myself, mucks up sometimes. And everybody, including myself, has things that they need to learn in this lifetime. That's why we're here. And I think that this relationship for you guys is one of those relationships where you're going to learn so much from each other. And I think that how they're feeling about you right now is that you're an important part of their life purpose. You're an important part of their experience. Like, you've almost cast a spell on them. They're feeling the alchemy between the two of you. And it's a confirmation that they do love you. They do care about you. They do want to be with you, but they're going through a recovery process right now. And they know that even though they're asking whether or not there's something better out there, they know that there's not, because there's this feeling of the answers that they seek are coming. It's like they know that there's this thing that if they just learn about something, or if they just take the time to heal, then they'll be able to answer all of the questions that they have around the relationship and what the purpose of it all was. The good news is that I do see you guys going through a resurrection. There is a coming together and a healing in this relationship. And I think that it's not going to be too far away. I feel like the answers within reach is coming out to let you know that the recovery period that both of you have been going through is actually almost over. There is a confirmation here with the shooting star that there is a resurrection happening between the lovers, and that the answers that you need are coming. So if there is, like, I'll give you some examples. Remember, guys, this is a genuine, like a collective reading, so it will resonate differently for each of you. I'm just giving you some examples. If you do want a private reading, please do check out the description. The details are below. I can be much more precise when we're talking directly to each other. But for an example of what I'm picking up here, it's like maybe you've been in separation for a little while and you're feeling like, are they ever going to come back in? Is this ever going to heal itself? Like, we've been working on ourselves. I've been doing all of the right things. I've been working on my recovery. And I've been even asking myself, is there something better out there? But ultimately, it's one of those things where divine timing is involved. And I feel like they will come back in a way that's quite obvious over the next few months because of the alchemy between the two of you. So if you have been in separation, I do see that separation period ending soon. And also the challenging in the relationship. I think that both of you need to learn about attachment styles, I'll be honest. With Maya coming up here, schooling, study, and education help your life's purpose and personal growth right now. I think both of you need to understand what attachment styles are and how they in fact impact our relationships and our interactions with each other. That's just one way of defining how our feelings about ourselves and the way that we attach to other people and our expectations in relationships can impact our behaviors over time. And I think the more you know about that, information is power. When we know what we're doing and how we're doing it, we don't have to repeat the recovery cycle over and over again, going through the coming together, going apart, coming together, going apart. And I think that if both of you learnt about the attachment styles that you're using with each other and take the time to really take care of yourselves first, which is what I think you've been doing, then there is a lot of hope for a resurrection in this relationship. And soon people are going to be looking at you guys and going, wow, I can't believe they made it through that. Like, it takes a lot of dedication and love between people to be able to go through what you guys went through and then come back together at the end. So let's see what else Spirit wants you to know. But in relation to their feelings for you, they're in love with you. They are confused by you. They are frustrated by you. They're excited by you. They're also hurt by you. But they're dealing with all of that and coming to the other side of it. I think ultimately how they feel about you is they love you, which is complicated at the best of times. The devil. It could be that some unconscious addictive behaviors are actually impacting on the relationship right now. And that's why you keep going through these cycles together. It's like one of you could either have an addiction or could be drinking, could be drugs, it could be food, it could be attachment style, it could be karmic in nature. Whatever it is, there is a way that you can break this cycle. And I think that it's really important that, as I said, you learn about the things that you can do to empower yourself, to heal yourself, to go through your recovery so that they can mirror that back to you. Because I do think that they are having a bit of a hard time with an addiction at the moment, which is based in a subconscious fear of abandonment, is what I'm getting. 10 of Wands, reaching the end of a long journey, getting the burdens released and relieved. And I think that that's the message here, is that there is this feeling of reaching an end goal. There's a point at which there has to be a resurrection and there has to be a movement forward. And I'm saying to you, I think that that end is within sight. And the 7 of Wands, feeling defensive. I think that this person could be feeling a little bit defensive when it comes to you. And I think that they need to let that go, because ultimately there's this feeling of like, the past is in the past, leave it there. You've already gone through the recovery process and both of you are coming out the other side now. So it could be that they're feeling a little bit defensive and not sure how to approach you without it going back into the spiral of judgment. So I would advise you that if you are going to contact this person, I would wait until the time is right. I think that there's not quite time yet. There's still a little bit of recovery to go. I would say at least another 3 weeks. And I would say that conclusions are within your reach. And I think that for each of you, it will be different. There is a point at which you can question the if you don't feel the same about this person, if you are in a position where the addiction is just too much to deal with, Spirit wants you to know that that's okay. You don't have to choose this relationship. There is always something better out there. And when we go out in through our recovery sessions and we learn about our own attachment styles and we take care of ourselves and we resurrect ourselves from the things that we've been going through, we can break these cycles of addiction. We can break these karmic relationships. We don't have to continue with them. It's up to us. You can also transform a karmic relationship. It doesn't necessarily have to end. It's up to you. You're creating it. You're the co-creator of your reality through your choices and perceptions and judgments and feelings and all of the things that you're interacting with your reality with. So it's a message from Spirit that you are powerful. Don't ever underestimate yourself. What you want matters. And you do have a choice in things. There is an opportunity here for you to turn a karmic relationship into a long-term love relationship, but you have to do the work. There's no getting out of that. And this is just a confirmation that there is hope here. So I hope that helps, guys. Can you please let me know in the comments if this resonated with you? I'd really appreciate any feedback that you feel you can give me. I hope you guys have an amazing week ahead of you, and good luck with your relationship. Love you guys. Bye. Hey, Pile 3, welcome to the reading. We're asking the question today, how do they really feel about me? So if you've picked Amber Sandal, this will be your reading. Let's jump in and see. Also, guys, I will be validating with the Anne Stokes Tarot as well at the end there. So let's see, what does Spirit have to say? Remain positive. Choose a new direction. A happy move or... Sorry. A happy new home or place of employment is in the works. This movement will usher in positive new energy. Shanti, I am the angel of peace. I bring you new tranquility and a smoother road ahead. Smoke, prayers. Thunder and lightning, power. Show the world the real you. Full moon in Aquarius. Nothing will come of this situation. Heart and soul. Color. And the secret. So guys, if you haven't clicked off so far, thanks for sticking with me. I think that, we can jump to conclusions really quickly about the outcome of how they feel about you. And I think that in this particular case, I do have to unfortunately let you know that they don't feel the same way about you. I do feel like they have this energy of already moving on. And I feel like it's important that you recognize that there is a new direction that's coming for you. And I think Spirit wants you to know that it's better to know than not know. Forewarned is forearmed. Sometimes we can hold on to the delusions of the things that aren't for us, and it keeps us stuck. It stops us from moving forward. It lets us, I guess, gaslight ourselves into not facing what it is, that the suffering and the pain that's inside of us as a result of this person not feeling the same way that we feel. And I think it's really important that you be really gentle and loving with yourself right now. It has been a lot that you've been going through, and the universe just wants you to know that even though this person isn't for you, there is a need to remain positive and choose a new direction in your life, because there is a happy move coming for you. I think that you're either moving home or getting a new job. Either of those options is going to bring in new energy that's going to help you to recognize that there are other people out there that could be just as good for you as this other person was, if not better. They're always going to be better if it doesn't work out. So because nothing will come of this situation, and show the world the real you is next to each other, I do want to say to you, there is a need for you to come out of your shell a little bit. I feel like this person has actually damaged your identity in some way. I feel like they didn't treat you in the way that you need to be treated. And that's why it's not going to work out, because I do feel like there is an element of leading you home through the path of disillusionment. In other words, sometimes the way home to the truth of love and joy and happiness in ourselves and in the world around us, it happens through the disillusionment of an idea that we hold to be true. In other words, sometimes when we feel something about someone and it's not returned, then that's just the universe saying to us, that's not for you. that's not the person who's going to mirror back to you the true qualities of who you are, because I think you're ascending. You're going through an ascension cycle, and the real you is the heart and the soul of the universe. It is the spark of light that is holding everything together. It's beyond comprehension. It is the sacred secret, which is that you are manifesting your reality and you do have the power to create change through your prayers. And I think that you have been praying about this situation and how they feel about you. And I think how they feel about you is dismissive. How they feel about you is awkward. How they feel about you is it's hard to put into words. I'm getting a feeling of using you, or not really recognizing you for you and not really attaching to you emotionally. I feel like they could be a bit of a player. I feel like they are all smoke and mirrors, honestly. And I'm so sorry that I have to deliver this message to you, but I think it's better to know than not know, right, guys? Like, as I said, there's an important message here for you to remember, that how they feel about you is irrelevant. What you feel about yourself, that's the important thing. And how they make you feel is more important than how they feel about you. And I think that in this case, they don't make you feel good. They don't fulfill you. They don't bring you in anything that's of positive perception. And I think that if you are under the illusion that this could go anywhere, it could actually cause a block in your field and keep you stuck for a little bit longer than you need to be. The good news is that the universe is answering your prayers through the power of the will of your heart space, because you've got heart and soul here as well as color. Pay attention to the colors that are around you at the moment, because I do feel like you are going through a healing of some kind as a result of whatever it is that this person has done to you. I do feel like they haven't treated you fairly in some way. So let's get some clarifiers to see what else Spirit would like to say to you in relation to this. But mainly it's a message of love and hope and joy for your future. The universe wants you to know that even though this person doesn't feel the same way about you, and even though they don't have those feelings for you, that doesn't mean they necessarily hate you. I think that sometimes we can be very black and white in the way that we view things. And I think it's just a reminder from Spirit that if they don't see the beauty that is the real you, it's because you haven't shown the world the real you yet. It's because you haven't stepped up and stepped out into the fact that you deserve the best. You deserve someone who's going to invest in you as much as you're going to invest in them. And you shouldn't have to question how someone feels about you. If someone genuinely has feelings for you, they will tell you. And if they don't, then they're playing games and they're not certain of themselves anyway. And that's not the energy that you need or want in your field right now. So we've got the King of Wands. Be patient. All will be made clear in time. There is a secret being revealed in your field right now that is going to help you to really reconcile with yourself that this is not the person for you. And I think that there's a revelation of maybe something that they have withheld from you that could be helping you to get there. Death. This is going through a change. This is the ending of that relationship. And I think that it's a really positive ending for you. You need to move on. It's choose a new direction in your life and head in that direction, because the universe is bringing you the changes that you need in order to manifest your highest outcome. Because your King of Pentacles, the earthly master, the divine counterpart, is not that far away. Honestly, guys, this is a message of stop caring about the one who isn't for you, because the one that is for you is right around the corner. Like, he's literally almost here. So get the old one out of the field so the new one can walk in, because he's literally right there. So I hope that helped, guys. I'm so sorry that I have to tell you the truth. I hope that you know that you are a person who is truly lovable, and that the universe created you to be you, for you, and for the rest of us. And for that, I'm so grateful, and I'm so thankful that you're part of our experience. So I love you so much, guys. Good luck with everything. I hope this helps, and I will see you in the next one.